Hello guys and welcome back to our tutorial. This is Ben. Today we are going to focus on simulating a transaction, and that is here. So once you're able to register URLs, you can now simulate a person paying through the phone, right? And we are going to do that one right now. So I'll just go back here and look at my PHP code, and we have everything here. So I'll write this method. So let me just go to my, so here you have public function So again, we'll have the body, and this is going to be an array. And now this one expects a few things. So the first thing that we'll be sending from our end will be MSISDN. Actually, because we are on test, this one we cannot just, we'll use the test's phone number that we provided by Safaricom for doing this. Then we will need the amount. Then we'll have bill ref number. Now this will come from our end. So request bill or account. Let's just call this account number, so for easy identification. This one will just serve it as request, then amount, come from our end. MSISDN, we've said we'll get it from Safaricom side. Then something else they need is the command ID. Perfect. Command ID. And because this seems to be a pay bill, so we'll just use customer pay bill online here. Let me just copy this and paste it again just to make sure. Okay, so that one is there. So the next thing we need is the URLs. So what we need is the URL here for simulating. So just copy it, then let's paste it there and there. And because the second one is for live, let's change it to API. After that, let's again have our response, which is going to be this, make HTTP, and what we expect here is the URL and the body, like that. And then we return our response. Perfect. So once we have this, we'll now go to our blade, and here we have these two details, which is what we're going now to use again on our app.js. So I'll open my app.js and just do the normal stuff. So I'll just do document get element by ID. What do I want? I want to access the simulate button, so I'll just give it an ID, call it simulate. So copy, have it here, and I'll just do add event listener, and the event we want to listen for is click. And here we have our function, our callback function, which is like that. Then we'll just do event.prevent default. Okay, then from there we just need the value. So const, let me just call this request body, and I'll say this is we have the amount, which is going to be document.get element by ID, and the one that we want is amount. We want the value. Then we'll need the account, which is going to be using the same. So get element by ID, we need the amount, and the value that has been provided by the user. From there, we'll just make our Axios request. So Axios post. Where do we want to post it? We want to post it to simulate endpoint, and the data that we are supposed to pass is already there. So it is request body. Then, as usual, we'll have then response. This response is going to just log it, the data, and catch error, like that. So everything now here is okay. So we need to create this endpoint. So I'll go to our web route, copy this, and just change this to simulate. And here we want to have simulate transaction. which is what we had on our M-PESA controller here. So now everything is in order. So what we're supposed to do now is just to test it. But before we test it, we need to get our env. We need to get the tests MSISDN, which is again obtained from the test credentials. So I already have it, so I'll just paste it here. 0708 374 149. Now we have everything that we need. Our grok is running. So I'll go to my storage, then logs, and here I'll clear everything that we have here because we're going to use it, right? So I'll open, probably register my URLs. Worked. Amount I'll just do 20. And this I'll do Lara tut like that. Then I'll simulate the payment. We have an error. Let's troubleshoot it. We have an issue. Variable body is not defined. So let me just do it again. This. Go to my M-PESA controller. I call this response instead of body. Okay, so let's try again. We have an invalid shortcode. So just maybe spelling. Do they have a shortcode here? All right, yeah, they do have a shortcode. I didn't see this. Yeah, sure. Let's add our shortcode here. And here we'll need to do again env. And we need the M-PESA shortcode. Let's run it again. And the service has been accepted successful. If you go to our log, probably this is validation endpoint. Now we are not going to get any result on our confirmation. Reason is because we've not returned the responses that are required. All we've done is just logged. So we'll go to our response controller, and here we'll return, and we can just return an array here, but it's not a must. So let me just do like this so it's easier. And we just need to return two things, and the first one is we need result code, and when it's 1 we approve it, when it's 0, actually when it's 0 we approve, when it's 1 or anything else we reject. So let's test it again and go to our log. So we have validation and confirmation has come. That's because we have returned this one. If we change this to 1, we'll just get the validation and no confirmation. As you can see, it has been hit and is on. Something else that you can also do is to attach your third-party transaction ID on your validation here. So you can have this. And here I'll just do maybe a random number. So I'll just do random. I'll just return a number between 3,000 and maybe 10,000, like that. And then let me convert this to 0 again. On my log, I'll clear everything for now. And then I'll run this again. And here we'll have our validation and our confirmation. Now, our third-party transaction ID was null initially, but now it has a number, as you can see, right? Which is very good. So you can be able to trace which payment came from where, and everything now goes like that. So this just makes sure that it's actually coming from you. So you can use this to make sure that you secure your transactions, right? And so you can use maybe something like bill ref number and this to make sure that it is you who actually requested this. So thank you very much for watching. Let's meet in our next video where we shall do the common one, which is STK. We'll actually do STK and also to query it. And then we'll just proceed with the rest. So until that time, thank you very much for watching, and let's meet in that video.